Welcome to this Earth Treasure Vase full moon meditation. So just allow a bit of time as we slowly all join and gather here for this full moon meditation. So just feel free to take your time to get yourself comfortable and cozy and start to settle in. Yeah, my name is Therese Hogan, and I'll be co-hosting the call tonight with Russell. And I'm joining you from Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'm here on the folds of Karioi Mountain in a little town on the edge of the ocean, Whaingaroa, and in the land of Tainui people. And Russell is joining us from Colombia.
Hi, friends. So good to be here with you. Can you hear me all right? Okay. I'm getting mostly thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Really good to be here with you.
Yeah, and the main focus for our call tonight is on the southwest of Australia. We're joined by Julian, Sophie, Leeanne and Shayne in Noongar Budja, in Noongar country in the southwest of Australia, in the region of Perth. They're gathering at the moment, and we'll be focusing the call on hearing from them and offering our prayers and intentions for that vase as it's about to soon go to its final destination. So yeah, I just want to begin by welcoming you to this full moon gathering. So we're gathering under the full moon of Scorpio. As we start to center our awareness into the earth beneath us, into Mother Earth, where we're dedicating our focus this evening, want to acknowledge that here in the Southern Hemisphere, it's a full moon of the autumn time. Here in Aotearoa, it's actually a time of coming towards the end of the year in the Maori worldview. So a time of starting to turn inwards and a time of reflection. Honouring you in the Northern Hemisphere, in your springtime, full moon, in the time of new growth and newness and new beginnings. And I love that we can gather around the world and all gather together in this way and remember the great balance that's inherent in the earth. It's always a good time to come together and share our prayers and intentions, but particularly under the power of the full moon. This full moon is also the full moon of Wesak, I understand. Buddha Purnima, Buddha Day, where we remember and honour the birth, enlightenment and death of the Buddha and the great benefits that his Dharma, his teachings have had throughout the world. And actually that leads me into the honouring of the lineage, because this practice that we gather together to do, this guided meditation, comes from the traditions of the Buddha, the tradition set forth by the Buddha. It came through Guru Padmasambhava and Yeshe Tsogyal in the 8th century. It was a terma, a treasure teaching that was given and then hidden, prophesied to come forth in a future time, a time of great need in the earth, a time of suffering, a time of degradation, where the earth and the beings of the earth are in need of practices such as this. And so this practice was then revealed in the 1800s by the great Turton Dudjog Limpa in sort of the age of the Industrial Revolution. And since then, since that time of its revealing, it's been widely held within the Vajrayana Buddhist tradition. And then this particular practice, as we're gathering and practicing today, has come to us through Cynthia Jers, who's joining us today as well from Santa Fe in New Mexico. So in 1990, Cynthia was on a journey into the Himalayas in Nepal. She was on a journey, a big trek up the high mountains to meet old Lama in his cave temple. And recognizing that this was a momentous point in her life, she reflected on what question to bring to this Lama. And the question that was really burning in her heart at that time is, how can we bring healing and protection to the earth? And so she brought this question to the Lama in the cave, Koshak Manjan Charok Rinpoche. And in response to that question, coming from her deepest heart of hearts, he gave her this practice of the Earth Treasure Vase tradition. So from there, these little clay pots were crafted. They were crafted under the guidance of Lama Nawang Sultram Zangpo in the temples of Nepal. He crafted the first and second generation of vases, and then a third generation of vases has come into being as well in 2021 under the guidance of Tewa elder and potter, Marian Naranjo. And they were crafted with members of our Sangha, members of our community in the Tewa world there in New Mexico. So yeah, honouring that tradition, honouring the lineage, and honouring Cynthia Jers, who continues to be at the centre of this gathering, continues to help with the stewarding and guide the practice. And yeah, just the dedication over this 3 decades of carrying out this practice, which is dedicated to the Mother Earth and to the healing and protection of the Mother Earth and all beings for all time. And so this is one of the ways that we keep the practice alive. This full moon gathering, we get to join together in our intentions to go into the meditation and feel from our heart of hearts where we want to send this loving, healing intention out into the world. The places that you feel connected to, maybe even to the place that you sit right now on the earth, wherever you're gathering from. Yeah, in a time where we also name all of the earth treasure vases, the places where they rest in the world or the places that they're destined for if they're still in a journey, and to really kind of activate them and charge them up with the love and the light from our hearts into the earth treasure vases and then around the whole earth. So eventually encompassing the whole earth in this web of healing light and love. So thank you for being with us for this. It's wonderful to see you. It's beautiful, beautiful to see you with the videos on. It's wonderful if you can keep the videos on during the session or turn them on so that we can connect in that way, but also understand if you need to keep it off. And it's also wonderful if you can stay for the whole length of the call, but we understand if you need to leave early. There's always the option for the chat if you need to write something in, because the flow of the call is that we hear from Julian and his group there in Perth. Then we go into the guided meditation, which Russell will lead us into, and her and I will guide. And then we come back together and have an opportunity to make our prayers and blessings and virtual offerings into the vase. So there's that opportunity to voice your prayers and offerings, or you can also write things in the chat if you need to as we go along. Yeah. I think that brings us to a good landing on this call. Mm-hmm. And so now I'd just like to introduce Julian. It's actually been my pleasure to be able to be fairly connected with this Earth Treasure Vase that's going into the southwest of Australia. As I mentioned, I'm from that part of the world, and so I go back there regularly to visit my family and to reconnect with that land of my birth. And so I get to meet up with Julian and do ceremony with the Earth Treasure Vase over the years. And we were just talking about how long it's been there with Julian. It's about 7 years. So it's been a good long time of that little sacred vessel dancing through the country there, receiving all its prayers and offerings and getting ready now for its imminent placement. So yeah, I've been able to be on those journeys, including one where we met Uncle Lester down in the Great South there, down in Albany, and yeah, to start to feel into where the vase might eventually be placed. And so I just want to honour you, Julian, on your stewarding of this vase, to honour the journey where you've really put at the forefront the main priority has been your connection with the local elders, with the traditional owners of the lands there, and really that practice of deep listening, of respectful listening. Yeah, which over so many years has required some patience and deep trust. And so just want to honour your journey there with the Vase. And the way I see it is that it also reflects what we can expect to see arise in the global mandala, in the global consciousness, is this deep listening, this respectful listening, this trust and patience, and this working together with Indigenous and non-Indigenous people. So thank you for bringing that in so strongly with your stewardship of the Vase, and look forward to hearing from you and your journey there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Therese. Yeah, so Therese was actually the one who introduced us to Mama Margaret up in Arnhem Land when we journeyed up there, and Cynthia and a whole group, several people on the call are here to meet this wise elder up in Arnhem Land. And around that time, or the following year after a placement, some of these treasure vases were dedicated to different parts of Australia. So Maggie and Eva stewarded one to the Bungle Bungles, to Punalulu, so up in the Kimberley region. So one of the treasure vases went there. Another one with Ben, our brother, in southeastern New South Wales, out in country there. And then this one dedicated to the southwest, the Great Southern region. So yeah, it's had a long journey, lots of beautiful ceremonies, with community really considering their highest intentions for this region, their highest prayers. But I'd like to just say how happy I am to have these beautiful new friends of ours with us, Leeanne and Shayne, both Noongar elders from the Southwest and the Great Southern. And we did a beautiful ceremony up in the hills next to very beautiful sacred land up there. And they came for that treasure vase ceremony. And Leeanne was so happy. She was like, "That's my country, you know, the Minang. That's my community. That's my people." And she just, expressed so much enthusiasm to be connected to this. So it's been so fantastic to have that connection. Leeanne knows Uncle Lester. Shayne over here is a Balladong man. He has beautiful connections with the Central Deserts in this region, over east as well.
The territory.
Yeah, so travelling all the way around the country, learning different cultural ways. And we'll hear from Shayne and Leeanne soon, but I just wanted to acknowledge, how good it is to have them with us as part of this, and to hear from them about, this region and some of the prayers, how we can direct and support, to this particular place where the treasure vase will go. But yeah, the journey has been amazing. We've had just some incredible ceremonies over the years. Some in nature, quite close to here, a very sacred place called Point Walter. And the traditional name is Joondalup, I think. Yeah. So it honours one of the creation women, Jundul, who has a very strong connection to this region. So where we are here from this call, we're on Wadjuk country. So this is the particular group of this region as Wadjuk. and is it 13 different areas in the Noongar Nation? Yeah, so there's 13 different, like, I suppose you call territorial groups, clan groups, for the different regions of this area that are from the Noongar Nation. So Leeanne and Shayne represent the Noongar Nation very beautifully in this constellation. But yeah, from the beginning, we wanted to ask elders, where do you think this treasure vase should go? And I started to ask around, and I asked a local Whadjuk elder, Dr. Richard Wally, where he would recommend. And I wasn't sure where it the best place for it would be. And he said, I think I should connect you with Uncle Lester, so that you can chat about that, because I feel that region would really benefit from treasure vase. And that some of the places that I thought that maybe a place that needed a lot of healing was, for example, an island off the coast here called Wajima, and there's been a lot of trauma and history there, and he said there's actually healing work going on there already. There's already ceremony happening in that region. So yeah, we were connected with Uncle Lester, and then Therese and I actually went down to meet him down in Albany, which is the region where the planning for the treasure vase. And then we had a connection, and then Sophie and I travelled down there and had more conversations and just built the connection, built the communication, and several locations were considered for the treasure vase, but Uncle Lester has a particular place in mind for the treasure vase that has a very strong ancestral energy, and I'm pretty sure it's on a significant song cycle line as well. So we're just feeling like there's been so much momentum built towards this placement, and it's required a lot of time and patience, because when I spoke to Uncle Lester, the timing wasn't suitable. There was big things going on in his family, things that required a lot of responsibility for him, and as time went on, we started to understand how significant a vase in this location would be. We'd like to, Sophie has written something really beautiful that kind of distills a lot of the medicine. That's our intention for both of us. But yeah, Sophie's just got a beautiful way of distilling things. So I think it's just a short piece. And then we'd love to carry on and go into the meditation. So Sophie, thank you, Shayne and Leeanne. It's really special. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is a prayer for the earth, and a prayer for the southwest and the great southern region of Western Australia. Let us be in deep gratitude for the plants and the animals, for the purity and the visionary nature of their souls. Let us be in deep gratitude for the trees and the waterways, for the soil and the sand, for the air that we breathe, for the great sky above, and for the privilege to feel the earth beneath our feet, for the wild oceans and the cool breeze upon which Great Spirit flies, for the sun, for the moon, and for the stars who effortlessly speak to the hearts of all of humankind. Let us be in deep gratitude for the interconnectedness of life, for the web of life, for the generous gifts of Mother Earth, and for the abundant, creative, and diverse beauty of life that she supports, and for all of the entirety of the animal kingdom. May we, as humanity, as a collective, with pure hearts, seek to nurture the web of life. May we seek to protect and honour nature, creation, and to know that we are all part of it, as contributors, participants, protectors, and guardians in this now, and specifically in these modern times. For it is the precious souls of creation, the plants and the animals, these vast and varied expressions of nature, who are the generous and innocent tuning forks, the high vibrational guides from beyond, that we as humanity may choose to resonate with in order to align with high consciousness and anchor such energies for the greater good of the planet, an aligning compass for all, and an opportunity to re-establish right relationship with creation, to anchor the wisdom of the ancients right here, right now, today, in these times, and to restore the balance. This is the vibration to which we as a collective must attune, the vibration of creation, of the animals and of the plants, understood and visioned as our spiritual role models. May we all live as equals amongst creation, together as one. May the dominant organisational forces of capitalism, which unwittingly align with and justify the destruction and disregard for creation, dissolve. May the sleeping hardened hearts of mankind find love, truth and beauty, and soften towards a better and more sustainable future. May high consciousness and attunement to nature rise up within the hearts of all mankind, and may the beauty, strength and power of nature break through those hardened hearts and speak directly to all souls. May the ancients printed in our souls stand up within us and speak with us directly. May we humbly speak on their behalf and give them voice. May we inhale and proliferate their ancient wisdoms. May we respect, support and listen to the Indigenous who embody the wisdom and the truth of creation, and so unconditionally offer and share their wisdom in these modern times. May we all breathe as one. Yeah, I don't know. Emotional today. I'm usually a strong person. That means you're strong because you're crying.
Yeah, so thank you so much for being here, all of you, in our mutual shared love of this earth and all life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling the power of all of you sitting there. Yeah, the strength of you all. Thank you so much for all that you've carried to be here, all that you continue to carry forward. And yeah, just really in this moment, just feeling the depths, wow, the bigness, the massiveness of your prayers. Yeah, of that feeling, and thank you. Thank you so much, Shayne. Thank you, Leeanne. Thank you for carrying us so deeply into your country there and all the way into the dream time. It's a really special moment to be with you, to have you join us here and to be able to attune to that as we prepare to send this little vase, this little earth treasure vase into that land, into your land, and to be received there by you is the most meaningful and special thing, and for her to take her place there and just to amplify all of the work that's already been done by the likes of yourself and the land, those special places on the land. So thank you so much that we can join together with these intentions, that we can support each other with these prayers and do the work together. So grateful for that. And Cynthia, did you want to offer something before we go into the meditation?
Thank you, Therese. It's already really been said. Thanks to you, Sophie, for that beautiful prayer. Leeanne, Shayne, your words and your offerings in being present with us tonight and bringing us in, as you said, Therese, into country so beautifully. It's just bringing so many tears to my eyes to be together with you tonight, and Julian, after all these many years, having met you and Therese in 2013, and now, and the fulfillment of this particular prayer for that part of the country of Australia. It was through Auntie Margaret that we all became family, and that this whole Gaia mandala of treasure vase locations all around the planet, which we're about to invoke in the meditation, came alive through our connection as family in country in Australia. And so to feel this circle again tonight, and to celebrate and to honor you, Julian, for the time that you took to develop the right relations that would allow for the fulfillment of our prayers in that land. And now we have treasure vases in all the directions of the Australian continent, and it's just so beautiful and meaningful to me here on this night, as you said, Therese, of the Wesak, which is also the celebration of the birth, the enlightenment, and the passing away of the Buddha, who has inspired so much of these teachings that are now taking root in indigenous cultures around the planet through the efforts of so many of you here in the circle tonight. So just really so happy to share this moment with all of you on this particular full moon. And thank you again for what it's taken to bring us to this moment, and for the healing that is called for. And as you said, Leeanne, for the peace in the world that we all seek. Let us be awakened together as we speak, as we come together tonight for the benefit of all beings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, beautiful sister.
So glad to call you my brother, Julian, and hope that some of you will join us next year to go to this very land that we've been invoking, and we will now invoke even more directly. Oh, let's go into the meditation.
Thank you all. It's really good to receive you and to feel the love and the devotion and the sight that has been gathered and that is guiding us tonight to come together around this space. Before I go into the meditation, I'd just like to give a shout out and honor Stephen Comey, who will be making his way to gather with Therese and Julian, Sophie, Leeanne, Shayne, Uncle Lester, and possibly, likely, a few other folks from the country there to make this burial. So thanks, Stephen, for making the journey, for all of the efforts, for bringing yourself to this beautiful sacred work. And so at this time, I welcome us to continue to allow ourselves to feel all that's been shared and simultaneously make our way inward. To begin our meditation, we can turn our videos off. I welcome us to begin by bringing ourselves to this moment even deeper by allowing some natural breaths to begin to flow, taking a few deep breaths and allowing all of the love that's been shared to fill us through these breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Allowing your body to relax, feeling the contact with that which is holding you in this moment. Allowing yourself to ground into the earth at this time. Sensing her nourishing presence, her all-encompassing presence beneath you, holding you, offering stability and calm. And beginning to allow your central channel, send roots, reaching down deep beneath the earth, moving slowly through the layers, and breathing in and out as you move down your taproot. Begin to draw up the nourishing energies and life force that Mama Gaia, giving us freely, generously offers. Allowing your thoughts of the past, of the day that has gone by, or any concerns of the future to melt away. As we arrive further into this precious moment, bringing our hearts and minds into communion with the stabilizing and nourishing energies of Mother Earth. And from this place of being rooted, deeply grounded into her, we open up to the light from above, feeling the warmth upon us from the sun, from the moon, and the stars glistening, from the space in between them even, allowing that mystery to welcome an expansion within us as we connect with the vast energies of the cosmos. Rooted below, connected above, in this present moment, being breath by breath.
And so now let's feel our connectedness to this special place on which we sit on the planet right now. Feel your relationship to the soils beneath you, the stones, the waterways, the forests, flowers and fruits, the communities of life who call these habitats their home, just like you, and who also receive stability and nourishment from Mother Earth and the warmth of the sun and the moon and the inspiration of the stars, just like you. And in this present moment, now in this special place, we acknowledge those who have come before us, the ancestors of the original Indigenous peoples of the lands we inhabit around the world, who've been in sacred relationship with our lands for countless generations. We acknowledge the future ancestors of the land who will continue to hold the land as sacred for countless generations to come. We humbly invite all of them to bless us and our practice. We also call upon all of our sources of inspiration, our own ancestors, elders, teachers and guides, lineage masters, Buddhas, bodhisattvas, and wisdom beings that we feel connected to, inviting them all to be present with us now. Invite their blessings to enter you and everyone who's present for this meditation, and receive the blessing of their love, support, guidance, healing, and clarity.
As this blessing enters you, allowing yourself to feel this love and caring come all the way into your deepest heart of hearts by breathing it in. And breathing it out, sending this love to everyone who is present in our circle now. And then breathing it in, receive the love that is being sent from all around the world. Breathing out, sending, breathing in, receiving. Like the ebb and flow of the tides, washing blessings amongst us in this circle. Now begin to gradually expand your focus to include your loved ones, your friends, your family, anyone that you might know that deeply could use this at this time. Community members around you. All those who this practice may serve. Imagine our circle gradually growing from our home, widening out to our neighborhood, bioregion, country, and continent. Crossing the ocean shores to include all beings in all places everywhere. Embracing the whole planet with our love, with our caring, and breathing in and breathing out with Gaia. Now with this feeling of rootedness below, expansiveness above, and these waves of love flowing from your heart, let us turn our awareness to those who are suffering, to the places where there is war, poverty, genocide, disease, famine, pollution, droughts, floods or fires devastating the land. Wherever the need for healing is very great, allowing yourself to welcome this great heart amongst us to breathe this in. And from that same heart that holds it all, we breathe out, sending all the love amongst us, the power to heal, all our care to relieve the suffering of the earth, of her people, and of all life, all around the whole planet.
Imagine that where there is hunger, great nourishing gardens begin to grow. Where there is thirst, fresh, clean waterways spring up. Where there is despair, the light of hope glimmers. Where there's disconnection, the threads of connection sprout and grow and are strengthened. Where there is war and conflict, choirs of peace echo in the hills. Where there is sickness, vital health is celebrated. And aware of where the earth is unstable, in danger, or out of balance in any way, imagine a restoration of balanced power, bringing protection and regeneration as you hear the land sing out in harmony. Now see the generosity and reciprocity of communities of life flowing freely, seeing the beauty and the riches of nature flowering into abundance for the sustenance of life, revitalizing this radiant blue-green planet we call home. As we hold this glowing vision of Mother Earth, we call into our awareness the presence of the earth treasure vases that have been planted or are in the process of being planted all around the world. Let us imagine that together we're pouring our love and caring in the form of light into each and every little clay pot buried in the body of Mother Earth, filling each vase with our deepest prayers and blessings for healing.
Imagining each earth treasure vase radiating light in every direction, sending healing and protective energies wherever it is needed, in whatever form it is needed. Seeing the light like a rainbow streaming forth from each of the vases. White, yellow, red, blue, green, and all the colors in between. And breathing in and breathing out. Allow the feeling of caring and compassion in your heart of hearts to grow. Sending that love out in the form of light to all the people, animals, plants, ridges, and waterways that are connected to the earth treasure vases that need healing and protection in the past, in the present, and in the future. Beginning at the center of the Earth Treasure Vase Global Healing Mandala, in a cave above Los Alamos National Laboratory in New Mexico, the birthplace of the atomic bomb, and to the north at the source of the Rio Grande River, in Creede, Colorado, to the south at the mouth of the Rio Grande at the Gulf of Mexico, to the east on top of Mount Baldy above Santa Fe, and to the west on Mount Chacoma, known as Tikamu, to the Tewa people of New Mexico, the custodians of the sacred lands where this mandala began. And now, having established the center and the four directions, see the mandala growing in every direction, to the Indian Point Nuclear Reservation on the Hudson River in New York, to the Headwaters old-growth redwood forest in Northern California, the Punta Cometa on the coast of Oaxaca, Mexico, Vilcabamba, Ecuador, Jacova, Kosovo, the Lawrance Laboratory at the University of California, Berkeley, the Tao Dam Forest on the border of Thailand and Burma, the village of Ain Karem in Israel, Palestine, Hiroshima, Japan, Inwood Park above New York City after 9/11, the Biosphere 2 in Oracle, Arizona, the Martin Luther King Freedom Center in Oakland, California, the source of the Ganges in India, the source of the Amazon in Peru, the southern Pacific Ocean 93 degrees down in Igum Atoll, the Trobriand Islands, Papua New Guinea, the Arctic Circle, Alaska, the Kogi lands of the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, Colombia, Tilawayan Village, Lofa County, Voinjama District, Liberia, West Africa, the Blyda River Canyon, Limpopo Province, South Africa, the Giza Plateau, Egypt, Haleakala, Maui, Hawaii, the Itombwa Forest, South Kivu Province, Democratic Republic of Congo, Avery, England, Bindaluk, Zhawan Country, Catherine, Northern Territory, Australia.
And to Governmung in Arnhem Land, Australia. To the Mackenzie King Park in the Ottawa River Valley, Ottawa, Gatineau, Canada. The Original Garden in Findhorn, Scotland. The Great Stupa of Budnath in Kathmandu, Nepal. The Flint Hills of Kansas in the heartland of North America. The Santa Cruz Mountains near Silicon Valley, California. The Valles Caldera of northern New Mexico. Honolulu, the Bungle Bungles in the Kimberleys of Australia. The village of Utqiagvik at the edge of the sea in northernmost Arctic Alaska. The Hanford Nuclear Reservation on the shores of the Columbia River in the state of Washington. Mount Ryusen above Fukushima in Japan. Back to where it all began in the cave hermitage of Charok in Nepal. To Margibi County, Liberia. To the base of an old ironbark tree on Dithihul Mountain in the Budawang wilderness of Walbunja country, Yuin Nation, southeastern Australia. To our root temple, Tolutaling Monastery in Nepal. The Munza Valley in Turkey. Serpent Mounds in Ohio. Ashaninka Spiritual Portal, Campo de Rio Amanea, Indigenous Land, Acre, Brazilian Amazon, bordering Peru. The Border Peace School in Cherawan, the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea. In Nabusimaki, Arhuaco Territory, Colombia. To Akaroa, Te Waiponamu, the South Island of Aotearoa, New Zealand. On Mount Parnassus above Delphi in Greece. Pian Grande di Castelluccio of the Sibillini Mountains of Umbria, Italy. In Weyawitchin, facing the Wingates Park, North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. In a sylvan wood near a creek that flows into the Potomac River in Washington, D.C. In eastern Tibet, next to a high-altitude turquoise lake. Fontem Felicem, Happy Well, flowing by a creek adjacent to a chapel in the village of Heldzem, East Luxembourg, and in the woods embracing Auschwitz-Birkenau, Poland.
To the Vase in Antarctica, the Isle of Lewis in the Outer Hebrides, Scotland, the Saugatuck Dunes on Lake Michigan in the USA, and to the Highwood Valley in the Rocky Mountains in Alberta, Canada. Southeastern U.S. Turtle Island, Shakonahay, Tennessee, a vase called Coronama, planted on the shores of Lake Washington in Kirkland, Washington, near the Life Care Center where COVID began in the USA. In the Permian Basin, New Mexico, along Sweetwater Creek at the base of Marble Mountain in Danby, Vermont, to the vase called Cetacea in Provincetown, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, honoring the wisdom and persistence of our whale relatives, and the vase dedicated to the return of the salmon buried on the north coast of the Olympic Peninsula in Washington State. Let's also include in our awareness the vases being stewarded now. To the Bering Strait, to Southwestern Australia, Chile, the Altai Mountains in Russia, to healing racism in the United States and beyond, to Bamiyan, Afghanistan, to South India, Palestine, Spain, Taos, northern New Mexico, the Little Shell Tribal Territory, Montana, Triple Divide Peak on Turtle Island, a vase dedicated to Kairos time, to the Paramo ecosystem of Colombia for the restoration of the waters of the world, to the Big Sur region, and to the Andes Mountains. And we also present the 2 second-generation vases awaiting their dedication, who rest on the altar along with the mother vase in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
And so bringing it all back into the here and the now, we'll come back with the deep and slow in-breath and the deep and slow out-breath. And imagine that all that is needed to relieve the suffering of the earth can be seen as light, radiating out from each of the earth treasure vases, all around the whole planet, in every direction. Imagine this healing light flowing out from the vases, filling the whole global earth treasure vase mandala with the powerful energies of our love and caring. And see this healing force traveling through the song lines and the meridians, the energy lines of the earth, flowing into each location on the global mandala. The mandala like a web of light, embracing the whole planet. Feel the light flowing back and forth like waves from your heart to the earth treasure vases, energizing them and adding vitality and brilliance to the light that is then flowing out into the whole area in the sphere of influence of each of the earth treasure vases. Please focus your concentration one-pointedly on bringing healing and protection, peace and harmony and justice to the whole earth for all time. See the healing and protection radiating out from all of the vases around the earth in waves of light flowing back and forth endlessly. Imagine this light is flowing also into your own location, your special spot in nature. Feel the collective spiritual intelligence of the entire global Earth Treasure Vase mandala, activating your node on the global healing mandala and entering you as a holy vessel. Imagine that the healing is accomplished and the vitality of the earth is completely restored.
And now, recognizing the great interconnected web that is life on earth, of which we are each a part, let's give thanks for this precious, sacred time and pray that the compassion and peace that is our true condition may bring supreme happiness and benefit to the earth and to all beings. With another deep, slow in-breath and slow out-breath, let us bring our awareness back to our body, feeling our feet on the floor, bringing with us the groundedness upon Gaia in our own location, wiggling our toes and beginning to open our eyes. Taking a look at our surroundings and returning to the circle. Thank you all for being here up to this point of the call. Thank you to Vase and Julian, Sophie, Leeanne, Shayne, Stephen accompanying this journey. Thank you to Cynthia for all that's been shared. Thank you for the sound of the ditch, the voice of that land coming through it. At this time, I welcome us to bring ourselves forward, sharing where we are calling in from. I'm calling in from, this is Sopo, Colombia. And it's my pleasure and honor to welcome our circle to open, to place prayers through breath and sound and intention into the vase for Southwestern Australia. Our circle is now open. You're welcome to raise your hand, either regularly or through the reaction button down below. Leslie, I see you. Please come in.
Hello, thank you, everyone. I'm in Oakland, California, Miwok, Ohlone land. Thank you so much.
Leslie, is there anything else you feel to add at this time?
I think everything said and unsaid in the last hour covers it.
Thank you for the
everyone,
affirmation.
especially Leeanne and Shayne, Sophie and Julian. So thank you so much. I add my love to your hands and the vase.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Laurel?
Yeah, I am from Jajawarung country in central Victoria in Australia. But I spent a lot of time working out of Western Australia. And so I feel especially really moved actually to come along today. And it's probably the first time I've had a chance to come for months. So wow, what a gift to be able to be involved today. And yeah, especially Shayne and Leeanne for being here as well. I'm very grateful. And I can't stop crying, so I'll just be quiet. And I have to go now, but yeah, it was just, yeah, beautiful to be in that divine presence. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Laurel. Christine?
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes. As I was contemplating bringing my voice into the circle, I looked out the window and saw some white-tailed cockatoos, a bird of our native country that I love very much, and they've been lingering around this my neighborhood, which is in Fremantle, Whadjuk country, Western Australia. And I'm so honored and so touched to be here with you all. My heart is literally shaking with gratitude and something I can't put into words. Oh, respect and love and appreciation of what you all are bringing into this circle and to our planet. Thank you so much for sharing this, and love and blessings to you all.
Thank you, Christine. Christine's our sister-in-law, so thank you so much for being here and bringing that bit of magic through with the Karak, the black cockatoos. Thank you. And your prayers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Maggie and Ava.
Got it. Blessings, dear one. Thank you to the four of you in particular, Leeanne, Shayne, Sophie, and Julian. It's been a long journey. I would like to firstly bring the greetings from the Purnululu vase. Ava and I were custodians of that vase. It's buried also in the west of Australia. Julian was very much a part of that journey also. A theme that followed in the placement of that vase was a baby. It's like before we even placed it, spirit beings handed this Indigenous baby that said we had to care for. And throughout the journey at Purnululu, this story of the baby kept on unfolding. After the vase was buried in the cave, dear Julian clambered up to put it into the hole. The aunties there told us that there was actually a baby buried in that cave many years prior. And with the permission of the elders, we gathered a little handful of the soil and actually ended up with some bones from the cave wrapped in a scarf that Julian gave for us. And that has come home with us. We are here in Naarm in Melbourne, and we have a group that meets regularly, and we pass this cave bundle around, and we're always in awe at this pulse of the Mother Earth that tangibly is there each time. But all the story also keeps on revealing itself. And what has been shown is that in more recent times, this baby has now become a young woman, very much encircled by spirit ancestors who are guiding her, forming her, etc. So firstly, I would like to offer into the vase, dear Julian and Sophie, the bones and the story and essence of those bones from the Purnululu cave. And then I see this young spirit woman encircled as we were doing the meditation. She was encircled by all the elders of these other vases here in Australia. Auntie Margaret Catherine, the ancient ones from Gabaramung, the old beings from the Wombat land in New South Wales, the old men that speak in light at Pernalulu. And they were there also holding this woman, and then our mandala extending out the many, many, many beings of this land. And I feel they are also drawing towards you and this vase and what it means, that it can bring the opening of a way, heralded by those eagles that Shayne and Leeanne spoke of, their vision for the bringing of the colours of the rainbow, not only to fulfill the destiny of this land, but to allow this land to have its place in this bigger unfolding on this globe. It's an ancient, ancient land with just so much to give, to bring forth. So my deepest prayers, and even knowing this vase is on such sacred, sacred land, and it's like the culmination of the vases here in Australia, it can open yet another level of being, a sacred circle, that we can fulfill the destiny of this land and therefore of Mother Earth until everything is standing up alive, as one elder from over your way used to speak of. So deepest blessings on this placement. It's already fulfilled with all the endeavours and the depth, deep level of soul and spirit that you have brought to it, but so shall it be, and so shall it be, and so shall it be. Deep blessings to your hearts. We're with you.
Thank you.
Things and love to this incredible vase and your gathering there. Much, much love.
Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Ava. Thank you so much for all your love and support. May it be.
Yes, Cynthia.
I wanted to follow after you, Maggie and Ava, because so much of what you shared is also on my heart in this moment. I feel as if the living nature of Mother Gaia has been carried so deeply by the first peoples of Australia all over that continent for such a long time, and that we from the Western world are only just beginning to wake up to what has been known and lived and experienced for so long. And as I said earlier, it wasn't until we brought a treasure vase to Australia that the mandala really came alive. And I felt as if our prayers were being received in a way that was hard to access before coming to Australia. And so I want to honor the nature of that land, that country, having been welcomed there so deeply, made family so completely, and now sharing it with the wider world. And so I brought together this stone for tonight. This is from Gabarmang, which is the 50,000-year-old rock shelter that Auntie Margaret Catherine invited us to bring a treasure vase to. That when we connected this mandala to the vastness beyond time, that has now been moving forward. This rock she gave to me, and I want it to be witnessed and experienced and held into the vase that you will take now to the southwestern part of that continent, to keep these threads alive throughout time and to honor the fulfillment of all those seeds we have planted there, now taking root in so many ways. I have also a leaf, what's left of it, from the tree on Auntie Margaret's land, ancestral land, that was the place we buried the first treasure vase in Australia. This is a tree that she called Our Lady. It was the guardian tree for her of that land. And she welcomed us there to bring that first treasure vase to Australia. And then she invited us to go to Gawarmang, which was the land that she was also the custodial elder of. So this tree was her sacred site on that land. And so I offer it too into the little holy vessel that you hold in your hands right now, Julian, and that you will take to its final resting place soon, to bring the healing and the blessings that we all carry in our hearts to that part of Australia, which I feel so strongly in this moment has a gift for the whole planet, as does the whole continent of Australia, as you just said, Maggie. But this place, the pristine nature of that part of your country, has some beauty and some purity to offer to the rest of this suffering world. And lastly, I have here, I don't know if you can see these corn kernels. This is rainbow corn from New Mexico, from Marian Naranjo, who was mentioned earlier, who has guided us here in this land, who sends greetings to you from here on behalf of her elders and this first peoples of this land. Rainbow corn, in honor of the rainbow that connects us, and the rainbow serpent that is not only in Australia but also found here in its own way as well. And for all the incredible diversity and beauty of this great Mother Earth, precious Gaia, I offer this into that vase as well, Julian, for you to be blessed in every way with the fulfillment of this particular treasure vase at this time for the benefit of all life on Earth, and specifically for that area. Well, thank you for your persistence and dedication, and for being my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, incredible medicines, and I will keep on visualizing those medicines continuing to support us on our journey, and having all those ancestral connections with us, and all of your connections and this community's blessings and love, and Marion and her community. Yeah, thank you so much.
Wendy, come in.
Thank you. Oh, Julian, Sophie, Leeanne, and Shayne. Beautiful, beautiful blessings, beautiful prayers. I would like to say I have an elder here, my 12-year-old. You can see her sleeping in the back. That is Wren. She is an Australian Kelpie.
Oh, wow.
So we are connected here in so many ways. She's my little Buddha dog. So she comes in meditation and prayers as well. And the connection to this vase, 3 summers or whatever it was ago now, with little Tawa up in the Highwood Valley, the Canadian Rockies, who also carried prayers for the healing of Indigenous peoples around the world and prayers for reconciliation with all. And I can feel the currents, between them all in the mandala, and especially with this little vase who carries those same hopes that you have so beautifully spoken of in the dream world. And I would like to offer into this precious vase that you all hold the rivers, the rivers of the rose, rivers of the stars, rivers of the ancestors, all the bones, and the 7 rays, which are the rainbow, and referred to as the 7 rays and the rainbow lineage from the Andes in Peru. And that is through the Quechua people in the high North Andes. And we offer that together as one. The River of the White Council, those are the white ones who have gathered at this time to lend us courage and hope and faith and their love as well. They are the wise ones who have gathered at this time with much cosmic intelligence. All the peoples, the rivers of all the peoples, all our relations in the deepest form of kinship that we all share, and especially at this time and going forward. I offer that into the vase. And with that, a song which is carried on the moonbeams, the song of the moon dancers that flows in these rivers as well and along the song lines. And as I believe Stephen will be passing off to you as well, of course, the rose quartz, the heart, and all that that means, and the amplification and the protection that comes with the quartz, and the rose herself, the spiral. May your vase be so blessed and work for all as she is already doing. You can just really feel her so strongly in the prayers that came with her tonight. And we thank you from our hearts to your heart. Safe travels. Safe travels. We're all with you. And we're there. We are there. Physically, spiritually, always, for this beautiful vase that has so much important work to do. So I thank you and bless you.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support and love and gift. Thank you so much. We'll be thinking of you.
Steve?
So I'm from Western Australia myself. I'm a close friend of Sophie, and and Julian's. I'm also one of Julian's students. And I've also been in ceremony with this jar on one occasion, and then obviously tonight as well, which is our daytime. And for me, it's a real honour to be able to be invited to be in this space, because the first time that I was connected, I just felt a real importance of unity that we're missing here in Australia at this present stage, and we really need it. I just, Julian, I just want to, and Sophie, I just really honour you guys for your commitment on this journey. I know how much it means. We've spoken about this on numerous occasions, and yeah, I just very grateful for all of you and your commitment to bring unity to our homes, our lands, and being of an encouragement and support to each other.
Oh, thank you so much, brother. Thanks for so much for being here with us all. Yeah. Much love.
Yes, Elizabeth.
Oh, Leeanne and Shayne, my heart is just filled with prayers for the thriving of your people and all your relatives in the land, in the animals, in the plants, that there may be a blooming, a renewal, and that all that interference with country that colonial folks brought can be cleared soon, so that there's deep, deep reconnection with land. And that's my heart prayer, and it goes into this vase. May you all thrive.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Beautiful sister. Love you. May it be so. Do you guys want to say any further prayers into the vase? Is there anyone else? Sophie has a prayer. Is anyone else? I can't see. Anyone else?
No. Oh, I see Christine's hand.
Okay.
Just quickly, I have an inspiration I would like to offer. Can't see it very well. It's a raw ruby, not ruby, garnet and obsidian heart that I was holding in my hand. See it better now. During this meditation, when we were sending all that love and blessings, and I felt it infusing everywhere. And I feel like it absorbed all our intentions and blessings. I would love to offer this to the vase.
Beautiful. Thank you. Did you want to say something else?
And I have also some what they call prasad in India, which is blessed by a line of mystics, meditation. And I have some, it's actually like sugar, just a little bit of that would like to put in there as well. So that the blessings from India, which is, I feel very connected to that ancestor and lineage. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. So Sophie is going to read another prayer.
So firstly, deepest respects to Leeanne and Shayne, and for their prayers to be fully expanded into their fullest form. So much respect for your prayers. And this prayer specific to the Southwest and the Great Southern of West Australia speaks to the protection of the pristine nature of this sacred place. May the old growth forests of the southwest of Western Australia be protected. May they face no harm or compromise from the mining industry. May the waterways be clear and all ecosystems maintain balance. May the region be protected from man-created fire and flood, and may the balance be restored. May the oceans be protected from and be free of oil and gas mining and explorations, and may the dolphins and the whales move freely within our great waters. May the whales and the dolphins continue to fortify and strengthen Mother Earth, and indeed guide the souls of humanity towards a higher consciousness. May the wisdom of all life be respected and revered in this region. May they be attuned to. May they be respected and protected, and may they be free to bestow upon us their abundant gifts. May the forces that function to oppose the innate truths of creation be weakened and dismantled, and may the song of creation sing loudly in the hearts of all humankind.
Well, thank you so much. That brings us to a beautiful closing for our gathering today. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you for your beautiful co-stewarding of this vase for Southwest Australia, and for your medicine journey and the healing that you bring through your deep connection there as well. That's really precious to have those very personal, like not personal to you, but personal to that place, the prayers that are so meaningful for this vase. Thank you. Thank you, Julian, again, for stewarding the vase there, and for all that you've shared and tuned us in with today. And thanks again to Leeanne and Shayne. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all that you bring, our respected elders, respected traditional owners of the land there. Thank you for all the healing work that you do there, all the important law work that you do there in your communities and beyond, and all the blessings back into your communities, back to your families, your children, grandchildren, going up and down the lines, and yeah, may it all ripple out to everyone. And that goes for all of you gathered here. May all the blessings that we've gathered here today, may they infuse into you, may they infuse into your families, your loved ones, your communities, and in that way go through the whole world. Yeah, it's been a really powerful gathering, really potent prayers shared. There's been a lot of beautiful prayers added in the chat as well that we'll share afterwards on the mandala and make sure they get through to you, Julian, so you can share them as well with Leeanne and Shayne. Some beautiful prayers from all around the world. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon. I'll be in Perth on Thursday, joining with you I guess it's next week for the journey, being with Stephen there as well, and look forward to journeying with you with this Southwest baby that's now so full of beautiful prayers and intentions.
Yeah, so the timing, if people want to tune in, it's going to be around Thursday our time. So next Thursday. So that's probably Wednesday evening, for people in the States, and maybe early morning in Europe, somewhere like that. So yeah, we will feel all of your love and your prayers, with us. And thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Therese and Razul, for beautiful hosting, and Cynthia and everybody that's shared. Yeah, we just so appreciate all of this support and love for this region, and we really do believe that something very special is going to happen here in terms of it affecting the whole planet in a really beautiful, wonderful, beneficial way. So let's just continue to hold that as we do with each of the treasure vases. They all have special medicine that benefits all life. So yeah, thanks so much, and lots of love from us all here. Anything you guys want to say?
No. No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sophie. Thank you guys.
I'll say Murich.
Yeah, Murich.
Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Therese, would you like to offer the dedication of merit?
Yeah. For as long as the earth remains and for as long as sentient beings remain. Until then, may these earth treasure vases too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Through the merits of this practice, may all beings realize their inseparability with Gaia, Mother Earth, and all life upon her, living in peace and harmony. May there be no more war or conflict, and may all hearts be filled with compassion. May it be so. Alalaho. Aho.
Alalaho. May it be so.
Alalaho.
Alalaho.
Bobo.
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 Alalaho.
Borawan.
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 Megwitch.
Miigwech.